Hola chicos, hoy es lunes el 5 de abril de 2021. Hoy tenemos para empezar, you guys were studying your Quizlet, you're watching today's lesson, so you're right on your way. Your homework is going to be a countries project that's going to be due on Thursday, so we'll have some time to work on that today and tomorrow. Um, Obviously, I'm not with you guys. I'm still in quarantine. So, we're mixing it up a little bit. You're still going to have your test on Friday, but this week's going to look different than the weeks have in the past 5 weeks. So I'm going to give you a project today. We're going to have some work time on that. And then depending on when I'm allowed to come back is going to change what we're doing on Wednesday or Thursday. So I'll keep you updated as we go. But anyway, today I'm talking to you about a countries project. So here's this little module between week 1 and 3 and week 4 through 6 that we haven't looked at too much. We took some guided notes on los países, which means the countries, but we haven't done too much more with those other than our little competition where you guys tried to click all the countries as fast as you can and be on the leaderboard. But here we have this thing called Los Países Hispanohablantes, and you can see that it's due April 8th. That just means the Spanish-speaking countries, okay? So, if you click on this, which not right now, okay, you'll navigate to it later, it says, please upload a Google Slides presentation link and grant me access. Now that is super important, okay? So what that means, before I even talk to you guys about it, what it is when you make your slides, go over here to the share button at the very end, click that, and then you need to actually add me, okay? Allison White, Whitehall at westlafayette.k12.in.us, okay? Please make sure you add me so I can actually see your presentation and grade it. Muy importante, okay? Very important. The project is going to be worth 30 points. Now, another important note, do not copy and paste from the internet. I gave this project to my Spanish 1 students and I cannot tell you how many of them did that. They just copy and pasted it, and it's very obvious for me to tell, okay? I know that you're not writing at that level as 7th graders, and so just don't do it. That deserves a 0 for plagiarizing. That's cheating. What you need to do is you need to read that information and then think about it and then type it in your own words. Summarize it in your own words. Don't copy and paste. Do not plagiarize, okay? There's a very good chance that I will find out, so just don't do it, okay? Anyway, so the instructions, what are you actually supposed to do, right? That's what we're probably all wondering. You're going to pick a country from this presentation to research. This presentation that I linked is just the one that we went over a few weeks ago. I think they're having a tornado alarm over there. Anyway, you can either choose Spain, you can choose something from South America, you can choose something from the Caribbean. One second, let me close the window so we don't have this alarm in our video. Okay, you can choose one of these Central American or Caribbean countries, okay, Chico? So just choose any of those you want to research. Then you're going to make a PowerPoint presentation or Google Slides or a poster of the country to turn in by the end of the day on Thursday, April 8th. In this case, you guys will probably do Google Slides, right? Because I don't have posters for you here. Your presentation should include the name of the country and the capital, a picture of where it is on a map, top tourist attractions and photos, a famous dish of your country and a description, a holiday celebrated there and details and facts on how it is celebrated, a current event of your country, which means something that has been in the news recently, and then something else you found interesting about this country. And I kind of give you some rubric here of what I'm looking for, but I want to give you an example of what I'm looking for. So probably my favorite project that I've ever received for this was on Paraguay. And this is from a student. So she kind of made it seem like she took a trip to Paraguay. Now, obviously she never had. But you can see she put where it is on the map. She put that the capital is Asunción. Okay, so that's already completing 3 requirements. Name of the country, capital, and where it is on the map. Then she said that she stayed at a hostel, put a picture of it. This is not a requirement, but she was just giving us some interesting information. Talk to us about the money of Paraguay. Now here's where she gets into the food. Okay, so here she's given us different examples of food in Paraguay, telling us what is included in these foods. Here she's talking about going shopping, talking about sports, talking about public transportation. Here's her current event, okay? So Paraguay now, pollution turns lagoon purple. So just something that has gone on recently in the news. This was from August 5th, 2020. It doesn't actually have to be a current event as in like this week, just something within the past year, I would say, that you find. She wrote a little itinerary for us. And now she's giving us her top tourist attractions. Okay, so she's talking to us about the tourist attraction, and she's showing us a picture. Here's another tourist attraction, Casa de la Independencia, and she talked to us about what it is. And now here she's talking to us about a holiday. It says it's Dia de San Blas. It recognizes her patron saint, Saint Blas. Festivals of parades and week-long celebration in San Blas's honor. All right. So showing us a picture, giving us a description, and she's also saying something that she found interesting, okay? So this was a very creative way to get all of her requirements. And she listed her sources at the end. This is probably a presentation that is more straightforward that most of my students do, so you're probably not going to find many presentations as creative as that last one. A lot of students just make it chronological order of the requirements I give, okay? So they give the location on the map, here's the capital, check those requirements, talk to us a little bit about it, top tourist attractions, she's giving us these pictures, she's talking about them, giving us little key points over here, talking about the national food, gives us examples of what's in the food, okay? Here's the holiday, again pictures, and there she's describing it over here. Again, notice how these students aren't copying and pasting from the internet, they're reading it and then they're making bullet points or summarizing it. I'm not asking you guys to do a history slide, that was for my Spanish 1 students. Here's her current event of Colombia. There was political turbulence. Okay, Colombia's Supreme Court ordered arrest of a former president, Alvaro Uribe. Alright, so this is a current event that she put, and then she put something else that she found interesting. That's kind of like a wild card, okay? Just anything that as you're reading you found interesting, add it on. Alright, so you get the point. That's what I'm looking for, chicos. You can either make it really creative like this person and pretend that you actually went on a trip there, or you can just kind of make it more straightforward and factual like this person over here. But at the end of the day, you need to make sure that these requirements are met. So go ahead, you can open your computers. Go to Canvas. And remember, this is the fourth module down. So you have welcome module para empezar and week 1 through 3. Then you have the Los Países Hispanohablantes project. Find that, click that, and go ahead and get started. Again, we'll have today and tomorrow to work on this. Please use your time wisely. And the final due date will be Thursday at midnight. If you have any questions, please email me, chicos. I will be checking my email regularly. Adios, chicos, y hasta luego.